Happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Colleen Light. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My website is Cards by Coco. And I'm bringing a fun project to you today. Aren't these cute? I'm in craft fair mode. My first craft fair is November 15th here in Southwest Washington. It's November 19th, not the 15th. Today is the 15th. Oh, what a morning I've had. Anyway, I have the 15th on the brain because I've been looking up at Stampin' Up's big sale. All the stamp sets, with the exception of the host sets, because you have to earn those, and I'll tell you the best way to do that somewhere along in the line in the video. But all of these stamp sets in the annual catalog are 15% off. And then you combine that with the weekly deals, and I looked this morning, great products that are discounted. So you just can't beat it. But the 15% off only lasts for 24 hours. So it started at midnight Mountain Time and will be over again this evening, later on tonight. So if there's anything you've been wanting, now is the time. Also, I just want to remind you, because I'm a bargain shopper, so I just want to remind you, if you hit that $99 mark, that's what the starter kit actually costs, and it ships for free. So that's a great deal, and you can add all your discounted products in there. And you get $125 worth of product for $99. Now, no selling is required. None. I do this because I love it. I think I've said that a million times. I love the crafting. I love making cards. I love making projects. And I'm hoping I like the craft shows. I'm a little nervous about that. Anyway, let me get you flipped around, and we're going to start making this treat pack, and I'll show you some of the ones I made for Thanksgiving too. Okay, we're going to do a quick flip here. Maybe. There we go. Let me see if I can get us in screen here. And I forgot to announce that I was coming on. That seems to be a weekly thing for me that I forget to mention when I am coming on. I'm also terrible at looking at the comments while I'm crafting. So I will likely say hello to everybody at the end. I also leave time at the end of every video in case you have any questions about what I'm doing, anything about the products, when I put out the worksheets, the product sheets. Oh, look, I'm a little crooked in the screen again. I tell you in a minute. Okay, so here we're going to try and do our adjustment again. Here's my host code for September. You would not believe how much using that host code actually helps me. So if you do place an order, thank you. And if you would use that host code, I would truly appreciate it. All right, I think I put my Scotch tape in the drawer. I'm going to try and open it ever so slowly, not to jiggle things too much. And I did. I'm going to tape this down here. I'm going to scooch it over a little bit that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. I'll show you some of the products we're using. And you will be amazed at how little supplies you need for this, or I should say how few supplies you need for this, and how easy it all comes together. So this is one I made using let me see, it's right here. Can't remember the name of it. Using the Rustic Harvest Designer Series paper. Both of these were made using that. And this, have you seen these yet? This is the Leaf Label and Amber Gem Combo Pack. Look at these leaves. Aren't they just adorable? But I have had a little struggle figuring out exactly what I'm going to do with them. I really do love this amber gem. These amber gems are gorgeous. So what I did for this one is I did a little embossing. And I thought, and just added some gold ribbon. And I added the gold ribbon because the candy had the gold on it, and I wanted to tie that in. And then, of course, this is our Christmas one. So we'll be making that one today. Now, I thought this might look really cute. Look at this, I think it's Twinings Herbal Tea. I love tea. Look at that. You could add a little bit of sugar. It fits in there perfectly. You could add a little spoon in there. You could wrap it in some cellophane. I mean, just perfect. So other ideas to put in these, you can make these a little bit wider if you want. We're going to use a 6x6 sheet of designer series paper. You can make them bigger, just increase your measurements. I like this size, and I think this will be perfect for the craft fair. I am using, to get started, a lot of the Sweetest Christmas, which you will find in our mini catalog. I'm using the gems, one of the ribbons, a couple of the stamps, and this designer series paper. Now, I cannot stress enough, use up that designer series paper. I mean, who wants to just hoard it? Use it up. It's so much fun. So we're going to start with a 6x6 sheet of designer series paper. The nice thing about this project is you can pick which side you want to be your outside and your inside. So again, I have got to keep my little packets here. Now, just for my sample, now I'm going to be honest, I may or may not, and we all know I did, ate quite a bit of that candy. I don't know. I don't usually keep candy in the house, and I'm like a little kid. When it's around, I'm going to eat it. But I did save enough to finish up some projects today. I don't know. Do you all do that? You kind of, I don't know. I don't keep candy in the house, and then I'm like a little kid in a candy shop. Just trying to, I guess, eat it as fast as I can. So 6x6, we're going to fold it in half. I think the name of this is the Diaper Fold. Oh, look, I'm a little off here in the back. That's okay. We're just going to fix that up. Nobody will notice. There we go. Just going to take our bone folder and give that a little crease. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of adjustment. That's the side we'll put on the inside. Okay, so then fold this. Just that easy. Bring it straight down. Just pick it up and bring it down. And before I use my bone folder on everything, I'm going to make sure that I'm pretty much in alignment the way I want to be. We're going to bring this piece up. Fold it right along that edge, making sure you don't go over. And again, I am just not, you know, I did not do a great job of folding that. That's okay. We're going to just adjust it. And then all thumbs this morning. And then we're going to bring this one over. We're going to press that down, bringing it up to that seam. And ta-da, there we go. There's our diaper fold. But you know, I'm going to bring this down. This is why I don't press everything down so much, because you want it to look nice. Now I'm going to bring in my bone folder. And we're going to give everything a nice burnish to give us nice crisp edges. That one little area up there is just not wanting to lay. That's okay, because we're going to be decorating and no one's going to pay attention to that once it opens up. Look at that. How easy. And you don't even, no adhesive, nothing. Look, so cute. Now let's do some stamping. I did a little die cutting in advance. I used our, what is this color? It is the Sweet Sorbet. I always want to call it a different name. And this is the In Color Glimmer paper. And I just want to show you this just quickly because it's so nice. But this is how it looks, our In Colors. And I think I'm pretty much out of this, so I can only show you a little sample of that one. But isn't this just gorgeous? And it's just enough sparkle. So I want to show you that. So I've already die cut that. Let's do some stamping. Stamping is the fun part. We're only going to use two colors. We're going to use our Sweet Sorbet and our Garden Green. Let's see. And let me grab a block here. Grab a couple of them. And my stamp set. We're going to be using the Sweet Candy Canes. I have to tell you, the dies for this are amazing. In the Sweet, you would also get the Christmas banners, which, I mean, who doesn't love a banner, right? Let me grab my dies here. You know, I always have everything all set out, nice and organized, and then I can't find it. Anyway, look at this big one. Gorgeous. And then we have our little leaves, and these candy canes will actually cut out your image. So how great is that? So I have some really good ideas for this. We may be working with this set again next week. I have to make some cards. So I think we may be working with this set again next week. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's get out our stamps. I want to use the Christmas cheer one, and I need my leaves. So let's get this going. My Christmas cheer I'm going to put here. And then the leaves. So I am a little nervous. It's my first couple of craft shows. I'm doing one here in our small community, and I am doing one, a kind of a larger one. So eek, why not jump into the deep end, huh? All right, so we're gonna use Sweet Sorbet for our Christmas cheer. Hopefully I'm in screen. And let's go ahead and put this one here because I know I'm gonna be using one of our Stylish Shapes dies for that, and I'm going to need it in the circle. So, and then I am going to use Garden Green, and we're going to cut out a couple of leaves here. So let's stamp a couple. Just tap, tap, tap. You don't need to press too hard with these. And look at this. I don't know if you can see that image. It's kind of like a distinctive stamp. It has some of the areas of the leaves have a darker where it picks up the ink a little darker. Let me see if I can get that out clearly. And then others, it's a little lighter. So I love stamps like that because I think it does all the work for you, all the shading. And anyone who's known me for more than a minute knows that I am a simple stamper. So for me, anything that works like that is perfect. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit big. I wanna use my mini while we're doing the live, so I'm gonna just shave a little bit off the edge of these. So I'm thinking that these treat pouches would be great, not only as stocking stuffers, but as neighbor gifts. Bunco, if you play bunco, would be great to have for bunco. I'm thinking I'm going to make some for myself just to have available for, to hand out at restaurants and whatnot, to spread some of that holiday cheer, right? We need some holiday cheer. All right, so this particular dies, these dies actually come with 2 of the leaf images. So I'm gonna grab my, I'm telling you, my, I always move my dies, always. So I use some of this not very sticky tape to hold mine in place. I am terrible about moving dies. So, and I use the same piece of tape over and over again. So I love that this comes with 2 leaves, 2 of the leaf dies, because instead of having to keep going back with the one over and over and over again, you can actually cut out the 2 images at the same time. All right, so then I have my Stylish Shapes dies, and I'm gonna pop that circle right there. This way we can cut them all out at once. And again, I'm gonna make sure I just have this lined up well where I want it. And we're gonna pop that there. I love working with the mini. It travels well. A lot of the projects I do use the smaller dies. And I just don't know. I think it's my new favorite. Well, it's not new. I've had it for quite a while. Oh, this one needs to be scooched over just a little bit. There we go. Let's see. No, didn't work. All right, guys, hang in there. I'll get it. Anyway, I just want to cut that out. Do you ever just line things up perfectly and then you take it out of your machine? You're like, So anyway, I was saying about the mini. I absolutely love it. It does not fit all of the dies. I think if you can only have one, you should go with the larger one just for those larger dies. Like this one here. This one here would not fit. Oh, if I can bounce it up. My magnets should be arriving today. I ordered them, finally. But see, like this one would not fit. So this one would need the larger one. So if you can only buy one, I would buy the larger one. If you can only do the one, if you only have room for one or whatever. Oh, these turned out nice. Or whatever the case may be. I would purchase just the larger one then. But for me, I really use the mini probably 90% of the time. Okay, back to the project at hand. So for this one, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. You could use glue dots, but I need a little wiggle room. Let me bring in my silicone mat. And let's go ahead and get these adhered. So we're going to put just a little bit of glue right here at the base. And I'm going to pop that one right off to the side. Let's bring that up just a little bit higher. There we go. So the reason I'm using this silicone mat is because I know I'm going to want to kind of wiggle things around and press and glue like here. So I had some from yesterday, just smudges off and we're good as new. Especially since I tend to get glue everywhere on me. And let's put this other one on. And I wanted this one just a little bit on top. So I'm going to place it here and kind of raise it up a little bit, just so it overlays just a hair. I'm going to give that a little press. Now let's adhere this to our beautiful in color glimmer paper. I always want to call sparkly paper, but I think the technical term is, yes, the glimmer paper. And you don't want to really put any glue too much on the back of those leaves because they are going to stand up on our project on some dimensionals. See, look, you can already see, and by having the glue, the liquid glue, it just affords you a little bit of room to wiggle, a little bit of time to wiggle. There you go. Oh, let's get that one back in place. There we are. I think that's good. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's get out our dimensionals. You can see this project comes together so easy. So if you are needing some last minute gifts, or let's just say you're going to go to a PTA meeting or bunco or what, you know, some function and you needed just a little bit and you have a room full of designer series paper like I do, this is a great way to use it up. Also, I'm going to make some for birthdays just to have on hand. There we go. Let's see. Let's get this here. I want to bring that up just a little bit higher. Perfect. Okay. Now the ribbon. I love this ribbon. This is Real Red and Garden Green Garden Pack. And I'm going to be using the Garden Green. And we're just going to tie a bow. Tie a bow. Which, amazingly enough, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to probably regret saying it. I think I'm getting better at it. It sure took me a bit of time, but I think I'm getting better at it. Okay. And then you just, you know, you kind of pull things together back and forth and work it to where you want it. Okay, and oh, here it is. Thought maybe I lost my ribbon scissors for a minute, but I did not. Give that a snip. And that a snip. There we go. So leave in the comments where you're watching from, what you're working on. I love to hear what everyone is busy working on. It's one of my favorites of being part of Stampin' Up! Is really hearing and learning what everyone else is working on. Oh, so I'm trying really hard not to sneeze too right now. So I'm sorry. I'm working very hard not to. All right, so I have a glue dot here, and I'm just going to pop that back there and get rid of some of that. And grab my glue dot here and put this up here at the top. I cannot wait to show you the little gems I am using. How cute is that? Isn't that just cute? I pressed it right up, didn't it? So I have to show you the gems I have over here. Well, I hope I can show you that. Hang on, I'll talk amongst ourselves for a second while I look for them because they're just great. And I actually had them literally just set aside. I'm gonna put these here while I look because I know they're right here close by and I want you to see them. But, you know, oh, here they are. Thank goodness. They're the Adhesive Back Seasonal Sequins, and they come in this suite. So Look at the colors. We have our green and our gold, and there's the white, and there is the sweet sorbet, or what I'm calling sweet sorbet. Look at those. So I'm going to be again using the green, mostly because it matches the candy and the project, but a lot because it does match the candy. So, and I just kind of sprinkle these around. I just sprinkle them around where I think they might work. Look at that, how cute. All right, so then, ta-da, just like that. And let me get another one. So I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. I'm one of the very few people that's not crazy about dark chocolate. So I've been eating the milk chocolate caramel ones. So I had to buy one I liked and one I didn't really. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like this project? I hope so. I will have everything blogged. There's not a lot to blog, as you can see. Sentiments of your choice. You know, I use the stylish shaped dies, but the dies of your choice. On this one, I use those leaves. Sequence of your choice, really not a lot to it. And it's called a Diaper Fold little treat bag. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Please join me next Thursday where I will be making a card, probably using this sweet, just because I love it so much and I need to get ready for the holidays. So have a wonderful day, have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.